Good morning, everyone. This is Marisa with Sweet Pea Curiosities. I hope you're all doing wonderful. So, wow, I just got such a response to a project that I made that I posted on my Instagram and my Facebook. And everybody's saying, oh my gosh, you need to do a tutorial. So, here I am. So, what I made were these wax seals, but I pushed in little tiny photos in here. I hope that you can see all of these. I'll kind of show them to you again if you haven't seen them, into a paper clip. And they just turned out so cute. I don't know where I got this idea, if I created it myself or somebody's done this before, I don't know. I've just been trying to go through all of my stuff and I thought, oh, I should probably do some wax seals. And then I thought, what if I did the wax and I could put little photos in it instead? And that's what I did. And I just kind of then embellished them with, isn't she funny? With, you know, ribbons and scraps, material that I had to do these. And I should have got a little paper just to show you that they work really well for a page, for a pocket, or, you know, to attach to your journals. And they, when I did this, you know, I didn't do a video at first because I really didn't know what I was doing. So I got better as I went, as far as pushing them in, where to place the wax, and I'll kind of show you what I mean as far as that goes. You know, some of my wax was a little wonky, but I kind of liked it. Still a little tiny. On how I did these. So let me see if I can find one of the first ones that I did to kind of show you. Which one was it? I don't know that I'm looking for it. Oh, here. So if you can see, this will still go on a page, but not very far down. And I put the wax too far down onto the paper clip. So as I started going, I realized, here's a bigger one, I realized I need to go farther up on the paper clip. So you got to kind of watch that as far as where your wax goes. It will still work, but you know, it's not as deep, if that makes sense. So yeah, it was just kind of trial and error, but it still worked. The process here, let's get these out of the way now. You've kind of seen those. You'll need, you know, paper clips. Now I just have, you know, silver paper clips, and I didn't want them silver, so I have this leafing pin, this 18 karat gold leafing pin. And so I've just painted them gold, front and back. So you'll need your paper clips, whatever color that you want. I'm sure you could probably use, I've done Tim Holtz sprays before on paper clips. with different colors. So you could spray if you just have, you know, just the regular silver paper clips. And that again is a 18 karat gold leafing pen. You'll need your melting pot, which I have mine going and heating up now. This has some pink that I had in it, but I'm, you know, this, my wax, I didn't have the packaging, so I don't know what color, but it's kind of a bronzy color that I used on these. Actually, so I used, this is kind of the bronzy color. I had a kind of a goldy color. I don't have any more of that left. I've just ordered some more because they've been so much fun. I've just ordered some more wax supplies. And I'll, you know what, I will post everything down below what I used. But anyways, these come in like sticks and I've just chopped them up. I do have some pink. I don't know if pink will go with any, but if you have some shabby chic, you know, you could do these with flowers. You could do them with so many different digitals. But the digital that I used is it's my collage sheets. And I did these a long time ago, and I use this quite a bit. And what it is just all these different photos. Now, just so you know, they kind of overlap, some of them, but you just can cut them out, or, I mean, I've used them as a page, the whole thing in a page, but majority of the time I use them just to cut out the little images that I have. And, you know, some of these I've already cut out to use today, that you can do. But there's just a big variety of them. Yeah, see, so I've done all these. It also comes with kind of a patchwork one, old advertising. This one's all flowers. Again, I'm all upside down. This little grungy. There's I think a couple more sheets. I think there's one with birds and that sort of thing. So that's what I used, and like I said, I will link all of that down below. All right, so we've got our melting pot. I've got some wax I'm melting. I have my paper clip here. Now, what I'll do, I'll take a little photo, and I kind of round my edges because I don't necessarily want them square, even though I did do some square ones on my other one. As time went on, I decided I liked them more round, if that makes sense. I did edge these as well to give them a little bit more aged look to them. And there's that. So when I do this, am I still on screen here? I can't tell if I am or not. Okay, I am. So I want that at probably about right there. And kind of what I did, I would put it kind of to the side of where I want it. So when I'm pouring the wax, I kind of see what I want. What I also learned when pouring the wax is I kind of start at the top and kind of bring it down for it. So we'll show you. Also, at first I didn't have anything. I was using my fingers to do that. Ooh, that was hot. Burnt myself a few times, but I had these little tweezers that I'm going to use to push it down so I don't burn myself. So get something to kind of push your image down so you're not burning yourself. All right, so let's just go for this one here. And I just cover, whoops, I just cover the paper clip. I think I did a little bit too much on this one, but that's okay. We're gonna go for it. It's a trial and error. And I just kind of push it down. Once it's kind of where I want it, I pushed it even further down and I just hold it. I hold it down so it really adheres to the wax. And then you just kind of have to kind of wait until it starts to dry. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I so appreciate all of your comments on these. You know, we make projects and we put ourselves out there, and you never know, and just such beautiful comments and praises, and I so appreciate it. Just made my day. All right, so that's starting to dry up there. Yeah, I just thought this was just a fun, kind of neat project. It's a, you know, like I said, it was a little bit of a learning curve for me because I'd never seen it before, and if I have, maybe it's in my back of my mind that I had seen this. I don't even know. I'll show you after I do some of these. I'll show you also what I did, because you'll still see the paper clip in the back. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, if you're using it and you're pulling it out and stuff, that it's strong enough. So I'll show you kind of what I did to reinforce the back. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of let that sit here. This mat, I think it's a Tim Holtz mat. It kind of rolls up, but it did burn a little bit yesterday in there. It's great because things just pop right up when you need them, as far as that goes. Let's start on that one while this one's drying. These are cute. So let me kind of round these corners here. Where that's setting up. I mean, and the possibilities with this to me are endless, because you could do the wax, you could put old pieces of jewelry inside, you know, you could just kind of just do whatever kind of embellishments you can find, you know, little embellishments and that sort of thing. So I should probably put some more in here. Let me get this melted here. All right, sorry about that. I should have melted that first when I was doing that, so it was done. Get it all melted in there. Oh, not quite dry. Sorry, my nose is just a dripping today. Yeah, so I hope you're all having a great summer. You know, if you watch me, you know we do a lot of camping, and we've already done a few camping trips. Last weekend, I'm in Oregon, so a lot of camping, a lot of nature and that sort of thing. And we were in, it's called Crescent Lake area. And we went with some friends, and they have the, you know, the ATVs and that sort of thing. I'm a scaredy cat though. I probably do 10 miles an hour. I just kind of I just kind of troll around, and they're going really fast, and I'm like, oh, I'm okay, just kind of putzing around in it. So I'm a big chicken when it comes to that. Oh, let me see, where's my, here I said it comes up easy and it's not. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, I had some paper there, that's why. So there you go, there's that one. And as you can see, you'll still see some of this, which to me, I looked at that and I thought, okay, that's not going to be secure enough. If you're constantly do that, it's going to pop out. So I'll show you after I do a few of these what I do to make it stronger. Okay, so there's the first one. All right, so let's do this one here. Make sure I put some more of these in here so we have the other one going. Okay. And I'm gonna push this down. You have a little bit of time to work with it, so that's kind of nice. You know, kind of move it around and get it straight. Sorry, my garbage man's here. You probably hear the trash going. It's trash day. So cute. They're kind of addicting. When you start making these, you're like, oh, what else can I do? Okay, so there's that one on there. Let's see. Let's do this little boy here. His head, though, I think it'll be okay. This one ready to go. Yeah, but anyways, camping was awesome. We went on the lake. I caught 2 fish. But it was my husband, my grandson, our friend, and myself. And you know, we left at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is ugh. And we get on the boat and we're there about 2.5 hours, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go back. And then my husband and his friend are like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, this is enough. I've caught a couple fish. I'm good to go. I mean, they'll be out there for hours. And I was like, oh my gosh. I thought to myself, I should have took a crafting basket out of the boat and sat there and craft, because I was so bored. I was just like, oh, no. I don't think that they're going to take me fishing anymore. But that's okay. All right, let's see. I'm a little worried about this guy because this picture, he was kind of off on the side, so you know the wax might kind of cover his head a little bit more, but we'll play it by ear here. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna work okay. Oh, look at him, it did. It's perfect. Cutie patootie. Eek, so cute. It's like a little picture frames around them, you know? Oh, I think, you know, I have stuff on here that is not letting it pop up like it normally should. Of course, I guess I didn't clean it very well. So it's pulling other stuff off, but there's that one. So see, you still see that. So yeah, that made me nervous. So I'll show you that. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, let's see. Let's see, which one should I do? Now this is a bigger one. The bigger ones, I want more wax in there, so let's try her. Oh, and I'm just, you know, I gotta mention, I'm just so sick about Texas. You know, if you live there, if you're affected by that, I am just, my thoughts and prayers are with all of you right now. It's just so heartbreaking. I just can't stand it. So I just want to let you know that we're praying and thinking of you right now. Hard times. Okay, so that's going to be a bigger one. Why I'm letting that melt. Because I had to put a little bit more wax in there because I know that's going to need a little bit more wax. I'll do this one here. You know, and say you have digitals that you like to use, but you know, obviously they're big. You can reduce the size of them, you know, with your printer settings and that sort of thing. So, okay, so there's that one. Let's do this little boy here. So what do you guys have planned for this summer? Are you guys doing anything fun? Any great vacations or just hanging out at your house, crafting? I've been really working on my garden. I mean, not a vegetable garden, but it's you know, my flowers, my beds, that sort of thing. It was a mess. You know, I'm not much of a gardener, I have to admit. But, you know, this year I'm pretty proud of myself. It looks pretty good. I haven't killed all my potted plants yet, so that's a good sign. I always buy a lot of potted plants, and oh my gosh, I kill them. It's like house plants. My husband was laughing at me because I have this kind of on my fence. I've got some, some hangers that I used to put potted plants, and of course then I'd forget to water them and stuff. And then I'm on TikTok and I see these people with their fake outdoor plants. So I bought some because it's far enough away, and I put them in there, and oh my gosh, they look so pretty. I have to water them. At least I'll have some resemblance of flowers out there. So yeah, that was very cute. Oh my goodness. There's that one. Okay, so let's do this melted now. Let's do this bigger one. This one. That took quite a bit. Okay, so see how, okay, let's see, I can kind of move it around there. There we go, I got it in there. I was worried about the top that I wasn't going to have enough. So yeah, that's a little bit bigger one, but it's okay. Still cute. I think I like the smaller ones better, but that's okay. Okay, so I got some wax on her, but that's a bummer. Oh, oops. I just ordered for the wax melting. I just ordered, it's supposed to be here I think next week. It's an electric one. I hope it works because this one really smokes. It's messy. I noticed my little tea lights when I first put them in there, they kept going out, and I had to keep lighting it. And so I'll see if the electric one works better. I hope it does. And I ordered a bunch of different colors of the wax. They have some real pretty like pastel ones. If I thought, oh, I need to do some like shabby chic kind of colored ones and that sort of thing. So, but such pretty colors. Okay, I think that's melted enough now. Yeah, just a smoking away over here. And yesterday, the reason this got burnt was because there was a little fire on the bottom of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, geez. Geez. That's a mess. That was a messy one. Okay. He's so funny, this little boy. His little face. She is. All right. And I have some like little flower ones too. So let me do these two little girls. I'll do a little flower one. I even did some from the collage sheet, the little, you know, the vintage. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. You know, advertisements and stuff, and you could do that. What I thought, if you did one of these, I thought, oh, then it might be cute when you go to decorate it. You could put in, you know, add a little something on top of it. So if you didn't want just photos, you could do that. The flower, if you wanted a flower one, a little birds. Just so many possibilities here. Let's see, let's do this little girl here. I'm trying to craft more, trying to do a lot more ephemera, so I have them already, everything made for my journals. It kind of got bad where I'd start a junk journal and I wouldn't have any ephemera really already done and ready to put in. It just makes life so much easier when you kind of have everything done. I'm really trying to think out of the box, but different stuff to do. I get bored very easy. I've been trying to watch more YouTube videos of other creators as well. Okay, there's that one. Oops. Okay. All right. Now I gotta clean this. I got stuff from yesterday. I didn't clean it. I didn't think about it. Not quite dry yet. Okay, while those are drying, now what I want to show you is kind of what I did to reinforce these. It's a little messy. But try to show you. Well, let me show you and then I'll move on to the next step. So this part gets a little messy, but that's okay. I add a little bit more wax, and then I just kind of spread it out over the top of the back of the paper clip, because I want to make sure. And I'm not worried that it's all bumpy and stuff, and this is what I'm meaning. Because to reinforce it even more, I've done, you know, material and that sort of thing on the back. So it will cover all of this. Maybe there's a better way. I thought I could do a paper backing on the back, you know, like maybe a cardboard or that sort of thing. I thought maybe before, when I laid it down and I didn't try it, I thought, well, maybe if I cut this, put some cardboard underneath, and then did it with the glue, that would work. But I didn't do that, so I don't know if that works, but that might be an idea. Maybe somebody else has a better idea, but I just thought, well, I'll just do it this way. And, you know, and it seemed to work really well. My clips are very sturdy. So I'm just going to go with what I know. Oops, I'm on fire here. I'm on fire. A little too much on that one. That's okay. Yeah, so I wonder if the electric one, because it's not an open flame, I won't have that problem with a fire, because I burnt my mat yesterday. Okay. There we go. So that's dry. All right, so there's that. So the glue I used to adhere everything, and it adhered perfectly. I mean, things are stuck down. I used my Fabrifix. So in case you're wondering what glue I used to put like the embellishments on, I thought, oh, how's it going to stick to the, to the wax and that sort of thing. But it worked perfectly. So all right. So these are dry. Yeah, it's dry. I'm gonna blow out my candle. Smoking away over here. Whew. Okay, so there's those. So what do you think, you guys? It's not, it's not that difficult, really, once you get going. I think there's a learning curve at the beginning just to, figure out, like I said, where to put the wax. Sometimes it's the pouring of the wax. This one's pretty thick for the bigger picture. I maybe would have liked it a little higher. But I think it's just practice, I think this little guy turned out almost perfect as far as that goes. And then, I won't keep you much longer. But, then I just take some, some little scraps. I'll figure out, kind of what I want to do as far as kind of put stuff to the back, how I want to do it in the front, that sort of thing. Oh, and I was going to mention too, because I was looking at my beaded trim and I thought, you could do beads. If you have a sewing journal, I thought, oh, that might be a cute, cute little embellishment on the top. I don't know how it would turn out. I guess we could try one really quick. I could just kind of cut, because I have one. Here, I have like this little button here. Let's just try one really quick. I don't know how that will turn out, but I thought, oh, you could do little buttons. Let's see. Let's just see and find out. I'm assuming this will probably come up in here. Yeah. I'm going to have some wax. Well, probably maybe not the right button. Let's just push it down and see. I think it would be better if it wasn't such a thick button I just grabbed, but just for demonstration. Yeah, I could just keep going and going and going on these. Keep looking around my craft room thinking, oh, what else can I put in this? What else can I do? All right, well, little button one. There you go. But anyways, what I was going to say, let's see, let me go back here. Sorry, I digress there. Let's see, what do I have really quick just to kind of show you? This little guy. Stuff here. Tidbits. A little more rustic, more brown. Oh, maybe like this. A little doily. Actually, the doily might look good with her. I could just do the doily over the top there just to show that, like that. What do I got? What do I have here? Small doilies. I don't know, you just kind of play around all your little scraps. See what you got. That sort of thing. And like I said, like this one here, I kind of have a bigger piece on the back of it. I'm just, you know, add a little scrap layers. But all right, there you go. I hope I hope this all made sense. I hope that I really do hope you try. And if you know, if you post on Instagram or Facebook, please tag me. Oh my gosh, I would just love to see your creations and what you come up with, and maybe different ideas. Because you know, I want to learn too. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And thank you again. Like I said, from the bottom of my heart, thank you again for all of your support, for all your beautiful comments. You're all just lovely, wonderful, creative people out there. And I just adore you all. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.